Willie D Live.
It's Willie D, y'all, back with another episode of information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. In the studio, Violent J. What's up, King?
What's up, man?
Man, welcome to the show.
I'm so happy and proud to be here.
I'm happy, man. I'm proud to host you.
This is dope to be here right now in person.
Right.
It's dope, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. Man, how is your health?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, man. I had heart failure, right?
In 2021?
I think so, yep.
Yeah.
And they did this procedure called a fibrillation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And right now, it's like it never happened. You know what I'm saying? They said it could be like that for up to like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
They predict. You know what I mean? But it could flip at any second back to what it was. Now, here's the thing. Before I had that procedure, we did a concert. You know, so in other words, when I was in what they call AFib.
Yeah, atrial fibrillation.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I had that, before I had that procedure, and my heartbeat went back to regular. You know what I'm saying? Because my shit is regular now, like it was, like it never happened.
Yeah.
But I did a concert. Like, in other words, they told me with AFib, you can live a normal life, you know, a full life. You just got to pace yourself better, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to run out of breath quicker.
Yeah.
First thought was, I can't be fighting. You know what I'm saying? I can't, because that's the worst way to run out of your breath.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, all right, you know. And so anyway, we're doing our show and I'm on stage. And I was like, okay, so I see that I can do this. If it happens, if it flips, you know, and I'm back to this, I can still perform. You know what I'm saying? Because I did a show. But then I had the procedure, and I fucking am back to where it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So other than not being allowed to fight, which you clearly enjoy.
No. I'm playing. I don't mind.
Well, other than fighting, were there any strategies that your doctor advised you to prevent complications?
Yeah, I gotta take like a blood thinner. You know what I mean? And that's the main thing. You know what I mean? Take a blood thinner because a blood clot could develop at any minute. You know. See, people don't know this. You know, but I'm gonna tell you something nobody knows. Okay. The heart failure thing, I had that procedure. My heart is beating regular like it always has. There's, you know, I see a cardiologist. They're just maintaining everything's still going on good. Everything's looking great, you know. Take that blood thinner just in case, you know what I mean, or whatever, you know. But what people don't know is I fucking got pneumonia, right? And what happened was, I'm sitting at the house, and all of a sudden, I'm super weak. Like, I'm walking to the studio or just walking to the kitchen. I'm like, damn, I feel weak. You know what I mean? I wonder if it somehow flipped worse than it was. You know what I'm saying? My heart flipped back worse, but worse. Or why am I feeling all weak, you know? And then I started just to get up, to get to the bathroom, I'd be like, and I was like, okay, something's wrong, you know what I'm saying? So then I was like, I'm gonna go to the hospital. So to pack a bag, right, for the hospital, because I knew I was probably gonna be there, I thought something's wrong with my heart, you know, that's what I kept thinking. I'm packing a bag, it took me 3 hours to pack the bag, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like winded. When I say blowing up, I mean winded, you know what I'm saying? Finally, I somehow made it to the porch, and I looked at my truck and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm making it to her. You know what I'm saying? And I called 911, right? Ambulance came. Nobody knows this shit. Ambulance came. Put me in the ambulance. I passed out on the way. I was on life support 5 days. Straight up. I was on life support. when I woke up, I had a big ass fucking tube in my mouth, you know what I'm saying? And I woke up, you know, and I just start pulling that thing out of my mouth, you know. But that shit goes all the way into your gut, you know what I mean? It was like one of those things that help you breathe. But I didn't know I was waking up, you know. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, you know what I mean? I pulled that thing out of my mouth. It was like all the way in my gut. And then I was like, you know, and the shit started going, dee, dee, dee. Nurses came running in, and they're like, he's awake, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They start explaining to me. Man, one doctor after another, listen, they were not gentle about this. That's the thing. They weren't sensitive about this. They weren't fucking trying to sugarcoat this or make sure I didn't, you know, worry about how. They were like, you almost died. We can't believe you're alive. And I'm like, damn. Like the first time it hit me, it shocked me. I'm like, well, damn, I'm alive, you know. They're like, it's good to see you alive, you know. I'm like, okay. Then the next one come in. Same thing. Like, it was like all day, people just saying that on that floor, you know what I mean? It was just like some crazy shit to hear, you know what I'm saying? So check it out. This is crazy. So I'm in the intensive care, right, afterward, you know what I'm saying? And they, this is what's nuts. I'm awake for 6 days. Like, literally. They're trying everything without giving me the Michael Jackson milk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm awake 6 days. Like, after I was out for 5 days on life support, I just was sitting in the the hospital, and I couldn't sleep. And it was just days were going by, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't sleep. So they took me out of the intensive care, but I was in, well, I guess I wasn't in intensive care because I was in the ICU. But I started to feel better, you know what I mean? Things started coming back together, but I couldn't sleep, you know what I'm saying? So I started hearing I started hearing shit, bro. Like on the 6th day, my brother's visited me, and my brother left, and the nurse is in there, and I heard what sounded like a roller coaster with people screaming, you know, and I asked the nurse in the room, I said, "Do you hear that?" And she's like, "Hear what?" And I'm like, "That screaming." She was like, "No," and I'm listening, and this time I feel like I can feel the rumble, like something's going on, you know. And I'm like, "You don't hear or feel that?" And she's like, "No." So now I'm thinking, I feel better now. I've been awake for so long, I'm gonna fucking, I'm starting to do psychological damage to myself or something. You know what I'm saying? I wanna go home. You know what I'm saying? I wanna go home and take some Xanax and go to sleep. Because I don't know why whatever they're giving me ain't working. That was the truth, you know what I mean?
Are they trying to put you to sleep?
Yeah. They even put me on a thing that is a slow drip that should eventually put me to sleep. Man, the dude came in, he was like, "Hey, and whatever, I got this, I'm gonna hook you up." His shift came and went. You know what I'm saying? And then the new shift came in and they're like, "We don't need this." You know what I'm saying? And I'm just awake, just sitting there. You know, it was crazy because I guess I was out for so long. I don't know how it works, but this is what happened. I couldn't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I just kept telling my brother every day, my brother coming up there every day, I'm like, I didn't sleep, Rob. I didn't sleep again, you know? So anyway, I decided to go home. You know what I mean? I thought I felt better. I just left. They're like, "You haven't been discharged." You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm going home. I got this. I'm going home, you know? So my manager hooks me up with an oxygen mask, you know? everything I should need in my room, you know what I mean? I got the tanks, we had to get the tanks and everything. So I'm going home to be in bed, you know what I'm saying? We got everything we need. And about 3 days later, fucking I'm back in that fucking life support again. For another fucking 5 days. I almost died again by going home too early.
So when you went home early,
it was stupid.
What happened that set you back?
Well, I thought I was feeling better. I thought I could handle it, and I thought I want to go home and take Xanax or something because they're not giving me whatever fuck ever I need, you know? So I did that. And everything was good for a minute, and then I started getting weak again, and then before I realized it, it was back. You get what I'm saying? Like it was like I was too weak to do anything about it. And we called 911 again, you know what I'm saying? And the weird thing was, so fucking bizarre, I passed out again in the ambulance. You know what I'm saying? That's what's weird.
And what's going through your mind? Like, are you having thoughts of death? Like, is this it for me?
Well, no. You know, I'll explain that in a second. But when I woke up again, this time I'm like, fucking, I'm not going nowhere. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Pretty much same thing happened again. I was up again for like another 5 days, but I just stayed up in there, and I stayed all the way until I got discharged, you know what I'm saying? Until my health was totally back together. And it didn't really sink in, you know what I'm saying, how close I came to dying, you know what I'm saying? I was on life support twice for actually a total 10 fucking days, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just was going through it, and you know, the thing was, if I die, I'm all right. You know, the only shitty thing if I die is leaving my kids. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's my only regret. But my son's 19, my daughter's 17, so I don't want to die, you know, until they're old enough to handle it. You know what I mean? But man, if I die, I got no fucking regrets. Number one. Number two, I've always felt like I've known I'm gonna die young. I've always been able to see myself up to a certain age. You know what I'm saying? But I can never see myself elderly.
I can see myself elderly.
I know.
I can see. I'm talking about old and talking shit.
I want to too.
I want to be that
you know,
dude.
But I'm not lying. This is my truth, though. Like I've always felt that way. Now that I'm 51, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to I was just telling my girl the other day, I'm trying to redirect all those thoughts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in the secret and the powers of positivity and all that. You know what I mean? And I don't want to die. I'm enjoying things about life right now I never fucking expected I would at this age. You know, I'm inspired by the fucking youth. I'm inspired by seeing young people kill shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect that. I thought I might be some old, bitter, stale guy. You know what I mean? But nothing's changed. I'm the same person I always been. You know, it's like I want to live. But if I die, man, how the fuck can I not be satisfied? Look how blessed my life been.
Your life has really been blessed, man.
Fucking right, man. I've lived a life of 30 people.
Yeah.
You know, so if I face God, first thing I'm gonna do is hug him. You know what I mean? Before I complain about leaving my kids, you know what I mean? Because I've had a blessed run. I've had a blessed life. You know what I'm saying? And I know it crosses my mind every day.